What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirts, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Giannis and Kareem Abdul, the GOAT Jabbar, bringing the Bucks a championship in Milwaukee and going to multiple finals, which is actually two, but that is multiple. It's crazy that we have a chance. I'm not a Bucks fan, but I just went to the Bucks versus Philly game, and Giannis had his first 50-point game, even though it came in a loss to the Sixers. Giannis showing that he's not scared to take threes. He's not scared to take the mid-range 17 and in. Obviously, he's shooting 58% from the field. He's shooting it like Kareem from the field. The only difference is he's a perimeter player, and his confidence is going higher. But as you can tell by the title, we all got to start putting this in perspective. Kareem Abdul Jabbar played 6 seasons with the Milwaukee Bucks, I believe. He won an MVP, Finals MVP, and a championship. He averaged over 30 a couple times. Highest was 34. But when you really think about it, if Giannis can win MVP, and if I had to pick an MVP this year, it would be Giannis, because nobody expected the Bucks to be the #1 team in the East, let alone the #1 team in the entire NBA, and they have a chance to nag that. Not only that, Giannis can lead them to one of the best Bucks regular seasons in franchise history, something that him and Kareem can do. The only difference is nobody is picking the Milwaukee Bucks to win the title, which even I'm not doing that, because I still think Golden State going to get it. And even if it wasn't Golden State, I still have to see this Milwaukee Bucks team play in the playoffs with, you know, they've been falling off a little bit as the season ends. People start executing, they finding out weaknesses, they're forcing them to take tougher shots. And they're going to need players to step up, and they're going to need players to basically be on the same page, because they're starting to get more predictable and teams are guarding them a lot better. So they're going to have to evolve and make adjustments. And Mike Budenholzer is one of the best X and O's coaches. He makes the adjustments. He knows the lineups to go. But the players just don't have that same urgency defensively. I feel like their defense has slipped a little bit. I feel like their offense came more predictable a little bit, just because they're going into Giannis a lot at the top of the key, letting him dribble around. Only difference is it's not really going to work in the playoffs, because he just can't shoot consistently from the outside. You want him to take the threes because they're forcing him to take threes, but sometimes Giannis seems like he's all in on it. Sometimes he seems like he's just taking it because they're giving it to him, which we all do, but you have to be able to knock it down consistently. If they're going to continue to give it to you and you're not knocking it down, you become a liability and you become a hindrance to your team, because you're giving in to what the defense gives you. Plus, you're not efficient at that. Giannis not even shooting 30% from 3. But Giannis has unlimited potential. And I feel like that's the reason why you can compare him to a Kareem at this point, especially if he does lock up the #1 team in the NBA, in the entire NBA, and he gets MVP. And, you know, this Bucks team could get to the finals. There's no sure answer who goes to the finals. I personally feel like the Celtics going to go there, but I could be dead wrong. They've been playing worse than a lot of the better teams in the East that's higher than them. Even Indiana has played more cohesive than my Celtics. But you also got Toronto, who has been up and down because of injuries. You got Philly, that you don't know what's going to happen with Embiid. You don't really know if they can click and play together. And if Brett Brown, they question if he can really help you win a championship. Can he be a championship coach, which we don't know, because he has never played for a championship as a head coach. And he has an opportunity with the talent that he has this year. And if you get there, you definitely want to win. You just don't want to get to the finals and lose. You want to go out there and win the whole thing. You don't put up all these numbers in the regular season and get a high playoff seed just to come up second. Of course, you're going to be trying to go for the ring. And that's why you see Elton Brand making those trades for Tobias and Jimmy, because he wants to go all in. And then he ended up also picking up James Ennis and Jonathan Simmons to shore up that wing spot. So I think, depending on how the season go and how the Bucks end, you got to start putting Giannis as one of the great Bucks ever. When you look at what he's going to be able to do. This guy is going to be one of the top, if not the leading rebounder in Bucks history. The way he's going these last couple years, he has only got better at rebounding. He has only got better at scoring. He is a steal magnet. He gets a lot of steals. He protects the paint and accumulates a lot of blocks. One of the biggest reasons why people feel like LeBron is the GOAT is because of his ability to do so much things over the long term that he has been able to do them. This is a guy that's going to go down top 10 in scoring. He passed that. Now he top 5 in rebounds, assists, steals, blocks because of longevity. Kareem left in 6 years, even though he has left a massive legacy and he's a part of the Bucks identity. When you think about the Bucks, you think about Kareem because he has brought a title here with Oscar Robertson, and that's the only one we have. And he also helped us get to the finals again before he ended up leaving, and that was important. So I think if Giannis stays, it seems like the ownership has changed, and we do have new owners in Milwaukee, and they built a new arena, and they're going all in with Mike Budenholzer and Giannis, and they feel like they can win with Budenholzer being their coach. Well, he has proven that he can really be a great coach. He has never really had the personnel, and people want to come to Milwaukee. Milwaukee has been a place that people see, and you have the Paul Gasol. I don't think we would have ever got Paul Gasol as a free agent if we didn't have Giannis, if we didn't have Budenholzer in the record that the Bucks have. I don't think that you get Eric Bledsoe wanting to leave Phoenix for Milwaukee. I don't think that happens either if it wasn't for Giannis. Chris Middleton, he looks like he wants to say. Eric Bledsoe actually signed the extension to stay in Milwaukee. They're changing the way people think about Milwaukee. They're changing how we feel about Milwaukee. Yes, we have snow. Yes, we don't have the best weather. We have beautiful springs and summers and falls, but the winter can be a little brutal. But people are starting to accept that. If you have a player of Giannis caliber who has had an MVP caliber season, plus he has continuously improved each and every season, and he's only 24 years old, and he won't be 25 until December of at the end of this year, basically, is December. That shows you how scary he can be. Giannis seems like he's faithful. He seems like he's loyal, and he loves being in Milwaukee. And they're starting to show the right things that they want to keep him here by building a team that can win, giving them foundation to win, and building trust and love and loyalty. And those are the right things you want to build, especially with a young player of his caliber, because you want him to stay as long as you can because he's one of the best players in the league. He's leading the NBA in All-Star votes, especially for the East. And then you got to put it in perspective. He's becoming a global icon and a big brand, and he's becoming a much-watched player. They're getting games on ESPN now. And, you know, the playoffs is only going to help their identity because the better they play in the playoffs, the further they go, the more the legacy, the more the brand, the more attention, and the more respect you get from the fans, the media, and even the coaches and the players. So this run is going to be highly important to how we think about the Bucks as an organization, how we think about the Bucks as a contender, how we think about the Bucks and Giannis' future. Because this season they have exceeded expectations, but it's all about how you do in the playoffs. And that's the biggest thing. You play this regular season to get the best seed so you can have an easier ride to the championship. And a lot of people are starting to say the Bucks are the best team in the East. And some people still feel Philly or Toronto, but most people are now saying the Bucks. People have changed their opinion of how they think about Milwaukee and the Bucks. But I think the most important thing is, since they are doing the right things, and you know, to have the type of commitment and players wanting to be in Milwaukee, and they have a great GM and a great president and Peter Fagan, who I have known for years and I have talked to, and I think that this run is going to be one of the biggest in history because you have so many players as free agents this summer for the Bucks, and you know you have to show that to Giannis, like you've been doing, you're willing to do anything to go all in to win with him as your best player, and that keeps him happy, that keeps him loyal, that keeps him wanting to stay. And that's the main goal when you get a guy of this caliber. Because you got to remember, once Giannis' contract is up, he becomes a free agent. He's no longer going to be restricted like he was this first contract extension because he's not in his rookie deal anymore. So these next 3 years, including this year, this the third, then this fourth, then the fifth, are going to be critical to how Giannis feels about the team and if he really wants to build a legacy bigger than what it already is in Milwaukee. He's already taking the right steps. They're already doing the right things by him and doing the right thing to show him that they all in on him. and they can win. They feel like they can win with him. But the way they manage their money, the way they do their trades, and the way they handle their business is going to be crucial to us keeping Giannis in Milwaukee. And we need him. Like I said, we was in a situation where we only won 15 games. Now we're in a situation when they on pace to win over 60 games. And they're the first team to win 50 games and go over 50 already. So that shows you how much progress and how much faith that people have in them. The tickets are ridiculous too. So I just want to see what they're going to do. Like I said, Giannis has the ability to be the best rebounder in franchise history, as the best scoring, because he already put up 20 points the last 3 seasons, and he has a chance to do it more because he's only 24. Plus the steals and the blocks. The longer he stays, the longer he continues to go, the more he can climb these categories, and he can set these to unprecedented levels because of his age. He can really stay here another 10 years, and he'll only be 35. Um, and that's the crazy part. He already played so many years already with the Bucks, which is actually, this is his 6th year to be exact, and he can play another 10 years and possibly still be a quality player because of his length and his mobility. Can always be a mismatch. The only thing that will hurt him is his injuries. If he sustained significant major injuries that can change or alter his career, which is possible, but I'm not wishing or hoping for that because I want to see, can they really win a title in Milwaukee? If he wins MVP, that's already, nobody expected that. Not saying that we never, people thought that Giannis would be an MVP, but not when he first came into the league. He has only proven that the last 2 years that he can be an MVP in this league, and he has, to me, won the MVP so far this year, as we have under 13 games to play, depending on what team that, depending on teams, because some play more games than others, then they all equal in the end. So I really want to know, Giannis has that LeBron James-like potential to literally lead all categories: field goals, field goal attempts, field goals made, points per game. I don't know if he's going to catch that 34 by Kareem, but he can pass him in overall scoring, rebounds, blocks, steals, everything, because he's also getting you 5 to 7 assists a game. So he can lead the Bucks in all-time assists too, if he stays and stay loyal to the Bucks. So just keep that in mind. Giannis going to win the MVP this year, most likely, because the season is basically over. And he has sustained consistency. He has sustained dominancy over the league, and he has been amazing the whole season. A remarkable season from him, and he has earned a lot of respect and love amongst the world at this point. Not even Milwaukee, just the world loves Giannis at this point. And I think that that's important for him, showing and seeing that I can be a superstar in Milwaukee. Who wants to say that? Who wants to do that? That just shows you how hard it is to do it, and he's able to do it right now. And I think he can be the greatest Buck ever. And the only reason why I can say that with a straight face and be honest about it is because Kareem would have been the GOAT forever if he would have stayed forever. Giannis has the ability to do that. Kareem left in 6 years. He did his thing, became the GOAT, but he left it where it's touchable. You can actually touch Kareem. You can actually pass Kareem because he stayed longer in LA than he did in Milwaukee. But the hardest thing for Giannis to do is bring the title to Milwaukee. The MVP was already crazy. If he actually gets it, that's already crazy for him to get an MVP at 24. But for him to get a championship before he retires, he can pass Kareem, especially if he can stay there longer and pass him up in all other categories too. But that's the hardest thing for him to do. Can he win the title in Milwaukee? That's the biggest question. And that's the one we got to find out. If it's not this year, in the future. Can they keep this team together? Can they continue to plug in pieces around them to continue to win? And can they make trades and bring in free agents that can help them become a better team? We don't know if KD going to stay in Golden State. LeBron and the Lakers, we don't know who they going to get over there. We don't know if AD going to go to Boston and team up with Kyrie, Al Horford, and Gordon Hayward. And we don't know if Philly going to keep Butler and Tobias. So with all these unknowns, the Bucks put themselves in that conversation that they one move away to really being the best team in the NBA, like they is this year. But serious, serious contenders, because we don't know where these other pieces going to go, and we don't know what they're going to do with their roster. Nobody's seen them doing what they did to their roster this year until it happened. So anything possible, moves can be made, players can be moved, and that can either help or hurt the Bucks' future. We won't know until free agency. We won't know until Giannis stays another couple years, which it looks like he will. And we don't know if he even will finish out this contract because things can go bad and he can get traded. So this is all predictable. This is all what ifs. But it's all possible that he can pass Kareem because he didn't stay long enough. And Giannis has the ability to beat him in longevity. That's the thing I'm basically saying. At 24, you got another 10 to go. And if he does that, he can set the bar very high to be the GOAT in Milwaukee. Let me know what you guys think. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that liked on Facebook. Thanks for everybody checking out the video. Let me know if you think he can be the GOAT. Can he pass Kareem? Is it somebody else that I'm sleeping on in Milwaukee? Do you think he can be second? Do you think he'll be third? Do you think he can be the greatest in Milwaukee history, which is possible right now, the way he's going and the way his career is going? I do videos, discussions just like this. I do breakdowns. I do tributes to the legend breakdowns. I do rookie analysis breakdowns too. Also do buyouts, trades, cover the draft. Also cover Summer League, and I do season previews. I try to cover all things NBA as much as I can throughout the year. I try not to miss a day. So if you enjoyed this video, check out my other playlists that I have available on my channel and eat them up, watch them, and enjoy them. You got all types of contents and all type of different styles and all type of different type of ways to bring NBA news to you guys consistently. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. Let me know what you guys think about this discussion.